GM, and we are live from the Cyrene AI headquarters in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Thank you so much for joining. So great to have you. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell us more, about Michaela. I know it's a really epic project, ton of fun. So yeah, tell us more about yourself, your experience, and kind of how the team came together.
Absolutely, GM everyone. My name's Jakub, and yes, as you're saying, ton of fun. We literally have it in the name, Michaela.fun. That's kind of what we're pursuing. The
Mhm.
project is working on the sex market tokenization. Basically, that's what we're targeting right now. We're developing a very specific tool following the demand in the market, because the current market is filled with obviously agencies that are taking care of multiple models at the same time, and so that they can take care of them, they need to hire multiple chatters. Usually it's like 5 to 6 chatters per one model, and we've seen a great opportunity in that, because obviously in 2025, with all the tools available nowadays, with the AI being as strong and as capable as it is, basically we want to automate this market, and we want to see exactly where we can push that. So instead of these companies having to hire multiple very expensive chatters throughout the day that are not even as efficient and as productive as a good AI chatbot is, we're basically developing these AI tools to automate the work for the chatters at the beginning, and ultimately they should be replacing and automating their work altogether. And as I said before, it's not only replacing them, but it's like literally making the product better, because usually on these active accounts, the amount of messages you're getting is even like 5 a second or so, and obviously no human can ever be able to get all of that
Right,
done,
handle
answer
that. Yeah,
everyone,
for sure.
handle all of that. So we see really great potential in developing a tool like this, because at the end of the day, it's more like a trading bot, or something,
Mhm.
understanding the exact needs and opportunities in each conversation.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, immense amount of opportunity there. Would love to learn a little bit more too about like your experience and kind of the team's experience.
Absolutely. So I'm coming from SocialFi projects. I've been working on it for the past couple of years. I've been very deep in the influencer market, developing a couple of even Web2 social products here inside my country. And my route to this specific product is because of my team member. His name is Michal. He was here on a stream before as well. We were discussing some of the opportunities before, and Michal is a full-time chatter for literally the biggest OnlyFans agency in the world, and he has been
Wow.
basically showing me behind the scenes, how things work and how inefficient things are, and how much opportunity there is in something like this. He literally has the best contacts and is working on some of the biggest, most active accounts. And when we saw that on to be considered a successful account in this specific agency, the account needs to be making $40,000 a month, and
Wow.
like 70% of the 200 models are making more than that. And the unsuccessful ones are below that, which is still crazy revenues. So we basically saw
Mhm.
that opportunity, and we thought, why don't we create something to get a bigger piece of the pie than he's getting, just like one single chatter that's working for this agency.
Excellent. Yeah, absolutely love that problem statement. Would love to kind of dive under the hood and see a bit more of kind of what you guys are cooking up because it sounds like truly phenomenal, and I love the use case. But yeah, let's take a look if we can.
Sure, sure. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to basically share the progress since the last time we were talking. Tell me, do you see this? Yes, yes, you see the screen.
Yeah, we got you. Uh-huh.
So this is how Michaela looks right now. I was already showing the basic functionalities before, but I can dive a little bit into it as well. Here at the beginning, the agencies or the final chatters or the models themselves, they can be linking their accounts. Last time we were showing this demo, only OnlyFans was working, so that is here. And now we have also integrated Fansly. obviously as the second biggest app in this market. So I have both of these accounts ready for the demo. And this is already something completely unique in the market, because right now even there's literally only one big enough app that is targeting this market, and it's working only for one or for the other. We
Right.
already have it together, so you can see in the chat history here that there's messages both from OnlyFans and from Fansly in the same chat, so that the chatter can basically see both. And then the main idea is that let's see, let's say, for example, here we are having some sort of conversation. So we have this AI functionality helping. Oh no. I probably have some problem with the API key right now, but basically the AI suggesting the best advices for each user, for each of the conversation, giving what is the most probable at the moment to sell to the user. But since I was showing this before, I can show just like basically the new things. As I said, it's mostly the
Sure.
Fansly, and we can also be selling now logged bundles. So now the app is actually starting to be able to generate profit from the conversations. I can be selling secret messages like it's normal on OnlyFans. So now, hello, and I can send this message only for the user to only open for $10.
Right. And
And
it's all agents in the background, yes.
yes, actually, in the background, there's like 8 agents that are communicating together. There's like a sales agent. There's like a history agent. So there's all these different agents that are all focused on different parts of the conversations, all trying to analyze when is the perfect time to try to sell the user um, with some of these features.
Right. And the agents essentially understand or have a data set of the personality of the person that they're kind of reflecting. Is that how it
Yeah.
works? Or,
Yes, exactly. They see the history of it. These are all the information that a real chatter has to be tracking as well, because there's
Mhm.
there's a lot of different people chatting. Some people literally just want to message, and they're not going to ever pay anything, so the chatbot doesn't have to really worry about that too much. And then there's whales, and these whales, they have big expectations. Because if they already send hundreds or thousands of dollars to the model, they're expecting that the model remembers what kind of work they do when they get off work, and tells them a good morning message, for example, when it's morning in their time zone. So those are the things that the agents have to be following.
Wow, that's so crazy. It's really like mind blowing. How specific and on point these agents can be.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And they truly like personalize. I mean, it's insane that they are looking into each individual word and analyzing that and then prompting for sales at the right time. So I mean, super fascinating stuff. Really, really cool.
Oh yeah, here in the background we also have opportunities for the chatters initially to customize their agents as well. So
Mhm.
you can be having your own, you can write your own personality into it. You can even like work with the bio. So again, personalizing even more if you know that, for example, your model, and I'm thinking of some well presentable example here. But if you, for example, know that the people that are chatting that your model is a little more dominant, and that uh, the people that are messaging you are responding to that more, you can like write it into the prompt as well. So to make sure that your model is more on point, you can even include some safe words. You can exclude some other safe words that you don't want to be experiencing, and work with the different personalities here.
Insane. I'm mind blown. Honestly, it's so cool what you're able to do.
And we're just getting started, Tony. This is literally the first prototype. We've been working on it for a few weeks. We're running test rounds, but the sky is the limit here. Really, to automate this, first we need to match a normal chatter, But once we match a normal chatter, sky is the limit. Who knows how far we can push this, how efficient we can make these systems.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, truly amazing work. Um, is there anything else you'd like to show here?
No, from the demo, I think that's all, and I would much rather see you. We're still going to have a couple more calls even before the token launch, so we're
Awesome.
definitely going to be sharing more later.
Yeah, yeah, can't wait. Can't wait for that. Um, cool. Well, yeah, talk to us a little bit more about the token and kind of the benefits for the token holders.
Sorry, I'll try to find you here. Yeah, okay, I'm back here. So the benefit for the token holders, we're sharing from the revenue, from all the future revenue that is good. I think that's the most basic use case of utility. We're not trying to
Mhm.
create any reduced trading fees, or whatever is happening in the modern Web3 market. Our utility is really straightforward. Whatever the chatbot is going to be making, we're going to be sharing 10% of that with the token holders by token buybacks that we're going to be periodically doing. Now, specifically for this token, we're launching a new personality that we're introducing there. The new personality is like a premium personality for the chatters to buy for $40 a month. And this revenue is going to be directly translated to the token holders.
Amazing. Super cool. So yeah, talk to us more. I know the product is super fresh right now and really starting to kick. But talk to us more about the product roadmap. Like, where do you envision things are like 3 months to 1 year from now?
Oh yeah, yeah. So as you can see, we've already been working on it for a little while, and we're going to keep working on it in the following months. And the big vision that we're basically pursuing here is we want to create a social network in some ways for influencer tokenization tool, following really in my past experience for this specific market. So introducing not only chatbot tokens as we're introducing right now, but we're working with many specific models or even specific agencies, and we would love to start introducing their tokenization particularly. So we're going to start bringing models on board that are going to launch their own influencer tokens, kind of like we see it in the Solana ecosystem nowadays, specifically
Mhm.
targeting this ecosystem, and we would really love to become the biggest player in this market.
Amazing, amazing. Talk to me more about kind of the adoption that you're seeing when it comes to kind of the combination of crypto and kind of like the sex trade.
Uh, about this specific combination, we're not even necessarily pushing it to the people that we're selling it to. For them, the
Mm,
token part is not even important. That's basically our business part. That's how we're building the product. For them, the
right.
sell is very simple because there are so many agencies and there are so many models focusing on this, not just the biggest one that we're working with, and they usually struggle finding chatters for any given token, for any given account. So our positioning and our selling to them is very simple. They literally have an account that is making like $3,000 $4,000 a month, some smaller ones, and if they want to be paying chatters for that, they obviously don't have enough revenue yet to be paying them interesting numbers, so the chatters don't want to be doing that. So, and the
Hmm.
company has like 10 models that are like this. So our positioning is super simple. You just give us the account for like a month, and you'll see what we can do with it, because you don't have a chatter there anyway, so the profile is not going to be making anything anyway. Just give it to us. We're going to take 10% of the cut or whatever, 10% of that again going to the token buyers.
Right.
So it's basically
Excellent.
a no-brainer sell right now.
Right, very cool. And talk to me more about like the potential upsells that you see like the chatters kind of pursuing. I know, you mentioned that they can send like individual pictures, but I'm sure there's a ton of opportunity for different types of upsells. What are you kind of seeing?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's so many opportunities for an upside. And it's really funny because actually just today I had a dream at night, thinking about this product for some reason, and it's going to be a feature we want to be introducing right away. Basically, I started working on it right today. But on OnlyFans, for some reason, it's really prominent to sell dick pic ratings. If I can talk about something
Mhm.
like that with you here on the stream,
Sure.
a lot of the people that are paying are literally willing to do that, and there's multiple different approaches to that. Some men want to be having their dick rated for how amazing it is and whatever, and they want to hear amazing things. So like, that's the biggest one I've ever seen, or whatever, and they're willing to pay $20-$30 for a dick rating like that. And then there are others that literally just want to be humiliated, like, oh no, that looks like a potato, I hate that, and whatever. And this is literally a feature we're working on right now. For some reason, this is one of the most requested feature from our experience and from the early feedback that we're getting on. So this is a
Yeah.
new revenue stream that we're going to be introducing into the app within the next few days.
I love that. I mean, and I think that's really just the tip of the iceberg, if you will, because there's just, so many, potential opportunities. And I mean, I think you've kind of uncovered, quite a gold mine here. As long as you
Yeah,
can, continue to like onboard. I really see like this kind of marketplace, if you can onboard the models, then the people are going to come for them left and right.
exactly. I can share one more really funny one with you if you want to.
Yeah, would love to hear.
And from my experience with the chatters, it's funny. Not every chatter is even able to do this, but there are some specific chatters that are really good at this, and they're earning a lot of money with this. But some of the clients, let's call them clients. Some of the clients of the models, they're literally requesting to be bullied. They're requesting like a
Oh.
15, 30 minute, 60 minute, session of being bullied. And some of the chatters are like really good at that. Some of the chatters, like my co-founder, he's not really into that. He finds it annoying, so then he just like lets another chatter to go into that. But that's also another feature that we're definitely going to be working on in the future, because when we can really dial that down, and when we can actually deliver the specific sexual desires that these clients are asking for, better than chatters that are maybe not experienced enough or comfortable enough to do these things. Again, that's, I think, perfect use case for something like our automated chatbot to really take off in.
Yeah, absolutely. So fascinating.
It's a
Super,
crazy
super
world.
cool stuff. Yeah, I thought you were
you,
gonna
you
go.
would
I thought
never
you were gonna
know.
go down the foot rabbit hole, but yeah, you went to bullying, so fair enough.
I could go down the foot rabbit hole, but I find the bullying funnier. I find the
Yeah.
feed just weird.
Same. Oh man. Cool. Well, thank you so much. This has been super informative. I've actually learned a lot. And I think this has tremendous opportunity. So very personally bullish. Where can we find you and find out more information about the project and maybe chat up some of your models?
Well, you can find more about us on Twitter. We have also a Discord, but that's not that big. So mostly follow us on Twitter, on X. There we're active. We're responding to the questions. And our models, we're going to start bringing them on stream. We're going to start preparing the streams, especially once we're going to be launching the influencer or the model tokens within the next week or two. So stay in the loop. Follow us on Twitter. We're going to be announcing everything there.
Excellent. Yeah, can't wait. Should be super sweet. Well, thank you so much. It's been super informative, and yeah, I'm super stoked for this. So, yeah, just keep it rocking, my brother.
Sure. Thank you. It's always a
All
pleasure
right,
to chat
awesome.
with you.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. All right, cool. Bye now.
Bye.